we're gonna jump right into some.
up,
I think we've got to start off with the NBA, right?
I
mean, this shit's crazy.
We can start right into it. I mean, it's if you ask me, I'm the first to admit when I'm right. I'm the third or fourth to admit when I'm wrong, and I guess it's my turn. So I'm real surprised about this. And somehow or another, Kawhi Leonard, he whom I do not respect any damn more because I'm pissed off at him and will be forevermore.
Can't hate the game.
Yeah. I don't even want to hate the player anymore, though, because I'm inspired now. Him and Danny Green are just tearing it up on that court, and they're showing themselves to really respect their home court in a way that I think the only other person that could do it is Drake. Seriously,
let's back up to when they took out Toronto, or they took out Milwaukee.
Well,
at the end of our last episode.
I didn't expect that to happen. I thought the Bucks were gonna show themselves to be a lot more of a system team, but that's because my own team is a system team, and so I have a tendency to root for those teams over stars, especially stars that I have a grudge against. I'll tell you what, man, the Bucks did not have. I think enough balls just bounced the wrong way. Game 3 was a close one, and the Raptors just managed to do it again. It was an overtime game. It's a 6-point differential. It was pretty close, but I mean.
Yeah, what was it? 100 to 194
to 112.
Oh, okay, that was the final. Okay.
Yeah, but the last one when Toronto won the series, that was the last one, 100 to 94. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I feel like Toronto got like baptized in that, and the way that I thought Milwaukee did, and honestly the way that I thought Denver did when they won that series against San Antonio. But now we're looking at a team that's clicking on all cylinders, and they're matching up really, really, really well against Golden State without Kevin Durant.
Say, how much are they missing him now?
So here's
big
the thing,
deal there.
If he's not playing game 2.
He's out for game 2.
Exactly. He's out for game 2. He's scratched. But the thing is there's a lot of pressure on Golden State to win this game in Toronto. If they win this game in Toronto, it's an entirely different series. But if you ask me, it's not really a series until the home team loses. Yep. We need a home team loss, and I don't see that happening in Toronto. I think
tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow night.
The matchup is too strong. Yep. Toronto's defense.
It's Sunday at 7 p.m.
He's owning the midcourt. And if Kawhi Leonard's going to keep doing what he's doing, it'd be tough.
I think all Golden State dominance aside for the past 5 years, I think if you go into Toronto and come back to Oakland with a split, I think everybody's happy with that. I think you go in there and you come into a really raucous crowd. Toronto, they haven't seen this shit before.
No.
And you got that asshole Drake on the sidelines doing his thing. And I love you, Drake. I'm just fucking with you. I'm actually wearing your shoes right now. I'll show them in a minute. But it's. I think you're coming out of it with a split. If they can win tomorrow night and they go back to Oakland or go back to Golden State with a split, I think they're happy with that. I think they're happy where they're at because it's still. Then it just turns into a best of 5, and you got 2 games at home.
Yeah.
So
honestly, I think the home team wins it out.
We're going to see. They're playing good defense now, and that's what won game 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Defense
Golden
all over
State's
the place.
Still a 2-point dog. I think that it makes sense it's that close, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was more like 4 to 6 points. Really.
I think another big question here, or another big thing we should talk about is all the questions about, hey, does Golden State, and this we're talking 1-2 games here, but does Golden State need Kevin Durant?
Right.
We're
about to find out.
I think he could have helped them quite a bit in game 1.
Yep.
If he was sharp, but he's been off the court for quite a while. Yeah. How sharp is he going to be?
But I do see that Andre Iguodala is available for game 2, so he'll be back at least. So they'll get some help. Some help is coming, but I don't know. It'll be Sunday night, 7 p.m. We'll see what happens.
When do you think Durant comes back?
If he comes back.
That's what I'm saying.
I
don't know. There
how
hasn't
much of it he's just hanging.
There hasn't been back for game fucking.
I bet he comes back game 4.
I was gonna say game 5, but either way, game
has
4
there been
or
a definitive report about what the status of his injury is, or the
Steve
severity
Kerr
of
talked about
it?
this morning. Yeah, Steve Kerr talked about it on ESPN.
What was
that?
What was
he said? We're not bringing him back because it's one of those injuries
he's not done with his bag of Cheetos.
If it hurts again or he hurts it, he's out for the entire series. So they'd rather wait a game and bring him back when it's 100% instead of bringing him back at 97%.
I tell you this: if they go down
he's got
3 games
game
at
3,
anything, if they're down to 3 games,
he's playing.
They're coming in for game. Yeah, if it's a winner go home, he's coming in.
Unless he's trying to get traded.
If he's a true warrior,
exactly,
he's coming in. Hockey players, you gotta be knocked the fuck out to not be playing in
NFL players. You see guys play with broken legs, broken arms, broken wrists, broken fingers. In the NFL, man, all you do is tape that shit up and get your ass out on the field and you play some more.
Ronnie Lott's the only one who had his finger amputated because he didn't want to have to deal with it.
Whatever,
That's
dude.
Everybody else.
What
they
about
live
that? What about that
around.
bozo from Oakland? The shit. What was his name?
The dual sport Bo Jackson?
No. The guy that would like snap people's fingers and shit in the piles. I can't
Major
remember his
Payne?
name. Can't remember his damn
Conrad
name.
Dobler.
Probably
No,
Howie
He was
Anyway.
a
Long.
bastard too.
Probably
But anyway.
Howie Long.
Oh,
That means
Romo. His name
something.
Romanowski.
Romo.
Yeah,
He played for the Broncos.
Romanowski. Yeah,
That bastard.
He was crazy.
He was literally kept in a cage and fed raw meat until game day, and then let out and then put right back in.
Yeah,
The
like
game was-
straight out of a
Released.
fucking movie.
He was
released.
All right. Let's bring it back to the NBA. So
Yeah.
anyway, we talked about Toronto beating Milwaukee and advancing. Obviously, Drake's antics on the
Drake-
sideline,
Yeah, why is he on the
rubbing the head coach's shoulders. Like,
Why
what
is
are
he
you
that-
doing,
why
bro?
Is he that allowed on the court? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I mean, I get it.
Why has
Toronto
Spike Lee
doesn't
been
have
allowed
a
on the
whole lot
court
of
forever
shit
and
going
ever?
on,
It's the
but
same
like,
damn
Nah, you
situation.
gotta get rid of that.
if
It's a
I'm the
crock of
head
shit.
coach and I got a rapper coming and rubbing my shoulders, like I'll be
Yeah,
like, hey,
I
I'm in the
don't
middle
agree
of a
with any of
fucking
that.
game.
You know
Get off
why?
my fucking sidelines.
It's a coincidence of conveniences. I mean, everybody likes the press if they're in Toronto. The coach doesn't want to start really pushing back against his biggest fan because he's not exactly that style of coach. If this is Bill Parcells, he would have turned around and thrown him an elbow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, Bill Parcells not a fast.
You see anybody rubbing pop shoulders during the middle of the game? No,
I mean,
not going to happen.
Can you imagine that? I mean,
But
it's,
the NBA is unique in the fact that you do have fans right on top of you,
right?
like could touch you.
Yeah.
That's unique to the NBA.
Unless
Like,
you're on our test, then you can touch them.
yeah.
Then you can touch them.
Yeah.
Well, so how about this? I mean, do you think Draymond Green is going to reach out and touch Drake at a certain point?
Hey,
that would be
I like that little
big.
exchange at the end with
I liked it
Dre
too.
Hay going up into getting into Drake's face and Drake
liked
calling him trash, and then Draymond at the end saying he's got no problem with it because Drake's worked so hard to get to where he's at. He doesn't care. It's a game and blah blah blah. I mean, Draymond's one of the best shit talkers of all time, and you could tell Drake's trying to do his best to be the next Spike Lee on the side of the court. Right?
Yes.
And Drake, I got you, bro.
He's-
I got you. Your OVO Jordan 10s, I got you.
Oh my God.
Your first signature shoe, I got you here,
He's
buddy.
selling more
great.
shoes and he's selling more albums, man. I mean,
Wow.
he's doing exactly what he needs to be. Who was it that was saying it earlier? Like his job is to be a hooer. His job is to sell himself. That's
What
he's
was
supposed to do.
wait? What was I think Stephen A. Smith had some comments about it too. I didn't actually catch him because actually I gotta admit, anytime I see Stephen A. Smith saying anything, I probably turn it off.
I
usually
muted,
vomit.
that's for sure.
I really can't, and it sucks because I'm like I'm supposed to be unbiased and pay attention to that stuff because we talk about it, but like. That's one guy. Him and Skip Bayless. I can't listen to either of them.
Skip's gotten a little annoying. He's a little better without Stephen A. Smith with him, I think. But
Yeah, because
you know.
Stephen A. is with Max Kellerman now, right?
yeah.
And I know
And
Max
Skip's
mostly
with-
from
Skip's
boxing
with,
stuff,
Who?
but-
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
Sterling
yeah.
Sharp, one of the
Yeah.
Sharps.
One of the
I don't know.
Sharps.
Hey, real quick.
That's
speaking
on
of-
Undisputed, right?
Yeah. Speaking of NBA players,
Yeah, let's
one
talk
of your boys, man, one of the Fab Five, going back to coach.
Jawan Howard.
Yeah, buddy, I like that move. I like that a lot. I
I
think
do
that's
too. I
real
think that
smart.
was
Hey,
great
that's
move.
that's coming under a lot of scrutiny, but
think
they're like he doesn't have head coaching experience. The dude's been in Miami for
No kidding,
he's
man.
been coaching he's been assistant coach in Miami for however long. He played for fucking over 15 years or something
Yep.
like that. I mean, the guy is a legend. Like you don't think he's capable of reading a game and I mean, sometimes what are you going to do?
Jason
You
Kidd
got-
had no
are you gonna
coaching
recycle
experience, and he's been a head coach for quite some time.
Are you going to
now,
recycle
on
and
the
try
NBA
to go
level.
get someone else? No one could have predicted that John Beilein was going to abruptly quit and go to the Cavaliers.
No way.
Yeah, that was a
So
little
the
shock.
Michigan did their best. I think they did the best move they could have made. Maybe they should have interviewed more people. Maybe they should have.
Who else?
But when
Chris,
you got
Chris Webber and Jalen Rose. I mean, who else they can interview?
when you got a guy, a legend like Juwan Howard, that's been assistant coach in the NBA for a while now, and you think that he might be the guy that's going to take you in, then fucking do it. I don't see a problem with it.
Dude, I don't either. I think it's a good move. I think it's actually a really good move.
Time
to
will tell.
solidify
But, I
and
mean,
to-
take a
and
shot.
to, and to forget about 1993. At least for a good long while, and maybe once and for all. Chris Webber, man, gotta love him.
Yeah.
He did that shit in the NBA too once, I believe. So it's not
Yeah.
like that was single. But anyway,
he was
I
in
like
the West
it.
Wing.
Jalen, yeah, right. What? Jalen Rose seems to be okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think it's
it's a great
I think
move.
it's mending fences and it's good for Michigan
yeah.
basketball.
I do too.
Not my favorite team, but I still like the move. It's great.
Hey, did you guys notice that Drake, going back to Drake, he wore a signed Del Curry jersey?
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
That was funny, dude. I thought that was he was kind of getting into Steph's head a little bit. Got his dad's jersey on, like
He's also got Seth's dad's jersey on.
yeah. That's true.
right?
Yeah. But also, I got in here to note that Boogie Cousins is coming back too,
Saw that. That's
and I love me some Cousins.
healthy Golden State is probably going to go ahead and take this series, but without him, without Iguodala, without Cousins, without Durant, man, that's a whole
climb.
different.
Is anybody
ballgame.
interested in a
Uphill
bet? I know
climb.
we're already a game deep into it, but I'd like to make a bet on this particular series. I don't think we have on this series.
I think, I think we
thought
need
we did
to.
last week. Don't
I think
review
we and I don't remember
tough to
because
do now 'cause
we'll
we're
have to
already a
review
game
the
deep.
tape, and we got Jack and our producer here. But I think you bet me that Milwaukee was going to win that game
No,
7.
you're right.
So
You are right on that. I lost that bet.
so that means I'm only in the hole to 40 now.
Correct.
So
right.
I'm
Thank you
willing
again,
to.
Xavier.
Right, it was
Appreciate
gonna
that.
be done.
I'm willing
Yeah.
to chip away at that bet a little bit and say that Toronto's going to win this series, and I'll put the 40 on
Oh,
it.
fuck. Well, I was going to say Toronto was going to win, too.
God, well, all right. God damn it.
How about this? Let's bet on tonight.
All right. Tonight, I say Golden State wins.
Ooh, all right. I'll take Toronto.
Ooh.
There you go. 20
boys.
bucks.
Boom.
$20. There we
There you
go.
go.
$20 holla.
Or it's tomorrow
I'm
night.
chipping
huh?
away at my debt here, boys. Yep, Sunday night, 7
Right on.
p.m.
Yeah.
Central
There we
time.
go.
Central time.
There we go. There we go. I'm going to be done printing shirts by then, so maybe I'll be actually able.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And hey, let's make mention of the fact that Xavier's the reason for that goddamn bet, and he still hasn't showed up to one of our shows.
Still
No,
not here.
you're
I'm
remember-
working days now, but I can't show up for
Well,
anything
no,
on the
no,
weekends.
Exactly. Xavier's been too busy to show up, man. I mean, he was
There's your
one of the
diversity,
original
Marcus.
panelists. Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyway.
Mark.
All right,
Marcus
and you
feels
guys
we need
want
more
to touch
diversity.
anything else about the NBA before
I'm
we
done
move
with
on?
the
Yeah, I'm
NBA
done
for
with the
today.
NBA. I'm over.
Well,
I got one thing.
All right,
by
here
the
we
way.
go.
Bob
I
has
got
one
one thing.
thing.
Zion Williamson finally signed
got
with
him.
an agent,
Got
by
an
the
agent.
way. So he's now going to get picked by somebody.
All right. Here,
Signed by
here-
somebody. We'll see if they trade him away or not.
the way too early prediction. What happens with Zion? Tell me.
Wow.
I
Talk about way too
personally
early.
think he's going with the Pelicans. Zion, listen to Uncle Bob. I'd sign a 3-year
Uncle
contract,
Bob.
not 5-year. That way you can get the hell out like Davis. Right? Davis is gone.
Yeah, I think so. What do you think? What do you think, Tony?
Oh, I agree. I think if Zion stays, all right, where's what's his name?
He's
What-
not
you-
going back to Duke.
No, the other kid from Duke. No.
Oh,
that's not
Barrett?
happening.
RJ Barrett?
Yeah,
He's
Barrett.
going to New York. He's going to the Knicks.
Is that definite?
No, but that's
so
what
the
everybody's
Pelicans.
saying.
If the Pelicans try to get Barrett and they play together, I think he plays for the Pelicans. I don't know that Zion plays for the Pelicans if he doesn't have Davis or Barrett or anybody else he freaking knows or likes.
And I think if you're the Pelicans, you're going to draft Zion, I think you got an interesting argument to try to keep AD there now.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I think if you can try to build a team around it, I don't think New Orleans is. I mean, that's where the Pelicans are, right? I don't think New Orleans is a bad place. I think I would love to go
Hell,
play
I
in
live
New
there all
Orleans.
day long.
It's better
I'd
than
go visit
fucking
New Orleans.
Cleveland.
New York in the
It is
winter? Are you
better.
kidding
Yeah,
me?
that's what I mean.
Even New York in the winter, it sucks dick, man. It's
Yeah.
cold. It's windy.
I mean, there are a hell of a lot worse
Ugh.
places to play. Like
Yeah,
you don't want to be
below
in,
sea level.
you don't want to be in like Minnesota, Milwaukee. I mean, I'm talking about weather-wise. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I think. When a free
It's
agent
hot.
signs, like you got to think like, and I'm
Where
sure
do
they
I
do.
wanna live?
Yeah, do I want to live with this motherfucker? Like,
99% humidity all year round.
everybody should be playing at the for the Heat or
It's happened before.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, big three. R.I.P.